Hey guys, I think I am live now. Let me just double check the audio. Oop, what's happening here? Hold on. Testing. Yeah, okay, I can see my audio. Alchemy stream. Nothing's ever really working out right. Whenever I'm ready to stream and I think I'm all good, then things happen like, do you see what's happening with this forehead? Why? Why is this happening? So let me just fix something real quick. Video capture device, filter. Let's turn it down a little bit. Let's see, is it happening? All right, I guess we'll have to deal with a little bit of fuzz going on over here. We'll just use my donation cup to hide that. There we go. I'll just hide it a little bit. Okay, so let me see how you guys are doing. Can you hear me? Yeah, so I'm still in this shithole apartment, hence this mess in this room. This is the mess in the other room that I have going on. I will get settled a bit soon. Hopefully we clean this mess up and fix this place up a bit, and next time I stream we should have a settled apartment, but you have to deal with this mess right now. Sorry about it. And yeah, so it's Alchemy Stream. Let me turn down the audio. Ooh, cool.
Light angle or skin too reflective causes the hole.
Too reflective. Yeah, I got some shiny ass face. Got a shiny light angle or skin too reflective. It's my skin, because I'm just like a shiny, reflective white patch of skin. My face is so reflective. I don't go outside, and you should see it when I do go outside, because I plaster a bunch of zinc oxide on my face, and it's like one of those old school sunscreens that it's just like paints your face white. So when people used to go to the beach in like the 80s and 90s and they had like the white on their nose, but I paint my whole face like that, so I look like a crazy person when I go outside, and I am pretty reflective. That's how white I am. What can you do? And I don't even have light directly pointing at me. I just have it lit up so this room can be lit up, but whatever. Yeah, let me turn down this volume a little bit. I feel like it's peaking. So yeah, we are back to Alchemy stream. I might have to take a bathroom break because I'm by myself. I don't have Maz here to distract you guys while I go to the bathroom, and I'm drinking some energy drink. And it makes me go to the bathroom really bad, so we'll see how far we go while I'm drinking this. I gotta stay up for you guys. It's actually late. I'm sorry about the late stream today. I've been up really, really late, and so that means I get up really, really late. It's like way too late. So by the time it's like evening, it's like pretty much my day has just started. I barely got anything done. And then next thing I know, it's time to stream. I'll take that, thank you. God, why am I always eating on stream? Jack, we gotta start making dinner before I stream. This is bad. I'm gonna have to eat in front of you guys now. I don't know why I'm not making a killing. Because I'm always eating on stream. Isn't that like a thing? Shouldn't people be into that? And I don't have mouse to distract you guys while I eat. So it's really annoying. Probably should have just started the stream a few minutes later. So probably late. Whew. But yeah. Today, I just really want to get back to the alchemy stream because I want to keep my patrons happy. I want to keep people happy. They seem to like it. But it's tough doing it on my own sometimes. And then talking about a subject like alchemy is just like really intense, but it's also really good because I get back into researching this stuff for you guys, and that inspires me all over again. And this is the kind of stuff that you can go over and over again. So these are the things that I've researched like a decade ago, but then revisiting things to explain it to you guys makes me revisit it again, and that's always great. And in fact, there's an alchemy saying in Latin. Let me look this up. Lege, reglige. Okay, yeah. This is from the Mutus Liber, which is Latin for the silent book, which is an alchemy thing. Let me actually show this for you guys on screen. Let me see. Let me get this showing. Hold on. No capture device. All right. Yeah, so this is from the Mutus Liber, the silent book. It's Latin, and there's a phrase. Looks like there's some imagery for it too. It says, "Ora lege reglige labora et invenus." Yeah, why are they missing the aura part? That means pray. So it's like read, reread, pray, think about it, revisit something, reread, and you will discover it. So that's what that means in Latin, and that's kind of, oh yeah, this is the one that I know. Ora lege. I hate when things bring me to Pinterest. Ora lege reglige labora et Venus. Okay, yes, so that's like pray, like think about it, pray about it, read, reread, work, and you will discover it. So that is what alchemy is about.
Hey girl, when is the next movie night? I recommend Troll 2. Nice mukbang you're doing there today.
Thanks, yeah. Hopefully I can just eat on stream. That'll be my new job. That would be awesome. But about movie night, so I explained, and thank you for that. That was awesome. Thank you. $25 for that. And yeah, about movie night, it's we kind of had to halt that a little bit because there are major issues with copyright, which really, really sucks because there's a lot of great films that we want to go over. But copyright is like one of the strictest things, like laws, that is like beyond countries or states. It's just pretty universal. They have some sort of agreement between like most nations about copyright infringement. So it gets really, really tough, and then it just puts me off because in order to only do copyright free films, really limits what we can do and doesn't really give off the vibe that we're trying to go for. So it just was like, let's just hold off and wait. But people are really excited about it, so we'll try to do it. But if you're really, really interested in a movie night, you can always go to Spooky Movie Night, and they do some really, really great horror stuff, a lot of classics, a lot of really good stuff. So that's every Friday night at like 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just go check out on Twitter, hashtag Spooky Movie Night, and you'll always see their postings and follow that person, follow Spooky, or you could just go to spookymovienight.com and check them out. So they're definitely doing that, but I will screen cap your suggestion, and maybe if we're able to figure out how to do movies, that's definitely coming on the list. Troll 2. Nice mukbang. Thanks, Michael Kolchinsky. You too, fuck Google too. I don't think I've seen Troll 2. Is that like Trolls? Like the actual like troll, like the troll dolls. Okay. Why are people talking about feet? Weird. Okay, what was I saying? So we were talking about the aura, lege, reglige, labora et vienis, which means pray, read. So you gotta read this shit over and over again, work, and you will discover it. So essentially, when I have to review things over again, it's really no harm, because it's totally the alchemist way, is just reading and rereading things and thinking about it, meditating about it, reread things and work, and you will discover it. So it's actually really, really good to go over these concepts over and over again. No harm in that. So let me put this actually on the screen so I can take a few bites real quick. Let's put something up on here. I should do really something with pictures. Oh, actually, I think this Mutus Liber book is part of my, I think that's the graphic, maybe that's part of my thumbnail. That looks like it. Just taking a few bites. Just enjoy that imagery for a second. I'm gonna mute so you can't hear me munching. Man, this is a bad idea. This was a bad idea to start the stream and then immediately have my dinner. Man, I might need to call for reinforcements, because I need to eat this while it's hot. Let me see if I have some reinforcements. Hold on. How much will you pay for shit in a bag that came out of bath with some standing water mixed in it? You guys are talking about really weird things. I don't really understand. Fuck, I want to eat my dinner. Ooh. Carrie B just subscribed. Cool. Let me... Yeah, chat always goes off the rails when I talk about alchemy stuff, so it's like, I don't understand if you guys want me to talk about alchemy stuff or not. What the hell is that shit? Alright, you know what? Just hold tight, guys. I'm gonna stuff my face real quick. and then get back to you. Hold on.
Every morning I wake up, elope, and palm slam a VHS into the slot. It is Chronicles of Riddick.
Whew. Okay. Thank you for that. Thanks for being patient. I hope I don't lose too many people. Yeah, I probably will get indigestion because I just stuffed my face, but put the lipstick back on. Make sure I have the dead lip look. Alright. Where was I? Yeah, it's good to two pairs, one chat. That's funny. Yeah, no, so it's good to go over the stuff over and over again with the material. Let me see. And what do I have prepared for you today? We have the Green Lion. So let me show you some images of the Green Lion. Green Lion alchemy. So this is the Green Lion. I don't like that it keeps putting it in the corner. Why does it do that? I don't like that. Maybe I should do Bing. That's what Moz does. Bing.com. I was not liking that. Green Lion alchemy. Alright. Yeah, this one's doing it in the middle. That's better. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Okay. Yeah, so this is some old imageries of a green lion devouring the sun. So we will go through that, but you'll see this. This is some classical alchemy lithographs from like, I don't know, 17th century or something, 16th century. And you will see the symbol of the green lion devouring the sun. And it's pretty badass. It's even bleeding. The sun's even bleeding. And I just love it because they depict it all the time. It's really cool. And I just figured would go through it. And oh my god, he looks a bit angry there. That's, yeah, a modern version. That's not classical alchemy stuff. Yeah, the Green Lion. The three dialogues by Jacques Tesson. Cool. Yeah, so there are some things that this represents, and like all alchemical symbolisms, it can be represented physically through the chemical laboratory operations, and it can be represented like metaphorically and spiritually about stuff. And I do remember like 2000, yeah, it was probably 10 years ago, 2009-ish. I was going through some alchemy book on practical alchemy. So like laboratory experiments and stuff. And I was just doing basic alchemy stuff like distillation. And I've gone over that a little bit on the alchemy stream before, how we went through the different stages of the elements being either like water is wet and cold, and then you add fire to it. Fire is hot and dry, and then it turns it into vapor, which vapor is wet and hot, and then you cool it down with ice, and then you add the coolness back to the wet and hot, so wet and cold make water again. So then it like distills it, and alchemists actually created the distillation process. And so when I was going through that stuff, there was a lot of like realizations and things that I learned through like these practical alchemy books, and how things related, and the metaphors of stuff. And I do remember at one point reading about chlorophyll and the sun, and how, if you guys remember from like junior high science, so plants, they consume the sun's photons and the rays of the sun, and photosynthesis occurs and turns the sun's light energy into chlorophyll, and that's what gives plants their green color. And the highest concentration of chlorophyll is in wheatgrass. That's why wheatgrass shots are so healthy. So chlorophyll is really, really good for you. So when your parents tell you to eat your vegetables, it's the chlorophyll that's in them that's really good. Sure, fibers and the matter and stuff, but whatever. The chlorophyll is literally eating the sun. Okay? So to me, I remember learning something somewhere in all of this about the green lion being like, you know, that chlorophyll, the green, and devouring the sun, and it's eating the sun, which is super cool. But there's a lot more to it than that, so we'll get into it. But that's my association to the green lion, which is super cool. Yes. Oh, hey, what's up, Rick? Rick Hacker said, a green flame is the presence of chemicals containing copper inside the fire. Alchemy. Yeah, it's true. I'm sure you guys have seen a fire that the flame has turned green or something. Copper, for sure. Let me just catch up with what you guys are doing. Patriotic Gestalt gave $10 and said nothing. So thank you for that. That's awesome. Thank you. It is photosynthesis to rate a prize. The sun is fucking bleeding. That's right, Day. Oh, wow. Never cold. Got it. Yeah. He said photosynthesis. Yeah. About the green lion devouring the sun. Okay. Well, guys aren't really chatting about that. But yeah, so let's get into, some more stuff about the green lion. This is just a Wikipedia page that talks about suns in alchemy. In alchemy and Hermetic tradition, suns, this is the symbol, that circle with a dot inside of it. That's the symbol of a sun. This thing. Can you just give me the symbol? Why is it doing that? Are used to symbolize a variety of concepts, much like the sun in astrology. Suns can correspond to gold, citronistas, xanthosis, generative masculine property principles, imagery of the king or Apollo, the fiery spirit of sulfur, the divine spark in man, nobility or incorruptibility. Recurring images of specific solar motifs can be found in the form of a dark or black sun or a green line devouring a sun. So they have like the black sun in alchemy, which is actually this we've talked about in Negretto. So it's the first phase of the alchemical process. And you can tell this is Negretto because it has a skeleton. It's putrefaction. It has a crow. It has the black sun. So that is like a, darkening, like a type of death before being reborn kind of thing. But yeah. So it says a green line consuming the sun is a common alchemical image and is seen in texts such as the Rosarium Philosophorum. The symbol is a metaphor for vitriol, the green lion, purifying matter, the sun leaving behind gold. Okay, so we'll get into a little bit more of what that is. But yeah, the sun, these are the associations of the sun in alchemy. Gold. Absolutely, gold and sun. It's masculine, so anyone that is the ruling planet is a sun. I know. People always freak out when I say my ruling planet is the moon. They go, the moon's not a planet. I'm like, yeah, I know, but in astrology, that's what it is. Some people got the sun, some people got the moon, some people have the planets. So whatever. For example, we are actually, I think, in Leo. My mother's a Leo. Her birthday was yesterday. So we are in Leo right now, and the ruling planet is the sun. So they are very, they're more masculine. I'm the moon. I'm July. So we are more feminine. I mean, it's not like you are masculine or feminine, but that's what these properties hold. This is what the sun represents. It's what the moon represents. So the sun represents the masculinity, imagery of the king. There's a lot of king imageries in alchemy. Apollo, sulfur, the fiery spirit of sulfur, the divine spark in man. So that is also a really exciting term, the divine spark in man. I mean, it's like, I don't even know how to explain that to you. It's just like God igniting that spark in humanity. That's the divine spark. So that's cool. Let me go to the next thing. Hold on. I'll put you back on me real quick while I find my sources. I was looking shit up and then now I can't find anything. Yeah, Spellbound Bear said, honestly, the only way change can ever happen is being the best version of ourselves we can be. It will influence others around you and spread. Yeah, and that's kind of what alchemy does. It helps you become the best version of yourself. I mean, church also does that as well. If you find a good church, I've said many times, I'm not really a fan of a lot of churches. I don't believe in going to church if it's just a mundane ritual that you have to do because that's what you're supposed to do as a Christian. But if you find the right one and the right preacher and it inspires you and it instills something in you hearing the sermons, then I think that that's always really a good thing, and it drives you, it centers you a little bit more and your relationship in the universe with God and stuff. So that's always really good. Alchemy does that for me as well. Alchemy is not a religion. It's like a philosophy, but they do talk about the divine light, the divine spark, and stuff like that a lot. Okay. We are inspired. Thanks, Douglas Kent. All right, let me get into some of the sources that I found as well. So there is this forum that I was looking at, and I just thought that it had a lot of really good ancient alchemical, I don't know, can you say that it's ancient if it's from like 16th century? Jack, is 16th century ancient? It's not ancient. I don't know why I say ancient.
Ancient's like over 1,000, I think.
Yeah. Well, alchemy is an ancient tradition, but these texts are from the 16th century, so, I mean, whatever. Let me just resize this, because it's not looking good. Yeah, this does not look good. Resize. Why is it doing this? I don't get it. I don't get it. Scale, transform. That's what I'll do. So stretch to screen. Ooh, yay, did it. And you guys call me a boomer. Did it. So yeah, there's this like thread that I found, and I just thought it had a lot of good conversations, and these are the kinds of conversations that we should be having. It just, I feel like a lot of the stuff on the internet has become so lowbrow, and it's all about just like low energy, low vibration kind of content, and this is kind of the stuff that should be out there and should be discussed. So I hope you guys in the chat can pay attention and discuss these things in the chats a little bit, because I don't know what you're talking about, feet and shit right now, but let's see what they're talking about in this forum. Oh, it's still not showing the entire screen. That's bullshit. Hold up. I said fit to screen, and it didn't fit to screen. Stupid. Okay, so the Green Lion devouring the sun. There are various meanings regarding the subject. I think discussion on the subject would be quite rewarding. I agree. Here's some tidbits I gathered earlier. In all fables, we are told that the salamander is born in fire, and they are talking about alchemical fables. Just so you know. It dwells in a great mountain, which is encompassed by many flames, and as one of these is ever smaller than another, herein the salamander bathes. The third is greater, the fourth brighter than the rest. In all these, the salamander washes and is purified. Then he ties him to his cave, but on the way is caught and pierced so that it dies, and yields up its life with its blood. But this too happens for but this too happens for its good. For from its blood it wins immortal life, and then has no more power over it. Its blood is the most precious medicine upon earth. The same has not The same has not its like in the world, for this blood drives away all disease. From it the sages derive their science, and through it they attain the heavenly gift, which is called the Philosopher's Stone, the Book of Lamspring, the Hermetic Museum. There is this one green lion which closes and opens the 7 indissoluble seals of the 7 metallic spirits which torment the bodies until it has perfected them by means of the artist's long and resolute patience. The Cosmopolite, 16th century. The lion symbolizes gold or the sun. The green lion swallowing the sun is an alchemical symbol for gold being dissolved in a mixture of nitric and hydraulic acids called aqua regia, which is Latin for royal water. In alchemy, the green lion eats the sun. On a chemical level, this is a metaphor for when a green liquid sulfate called vitriol purifies matter, leaving behind the gold within the matter. Very pure vitriol is an acid and eats through practically anything except gold. On a human level, the green lion eating the sun is a metaphor for when a person's consciousness is overwhelmed by violent, frustrated desires. Fabricus. In other words, inside a person, when the metaphor of the green lion eating the sun takes place, the person is compelled to act out destructively. In contrast, when the green lion eats the sun in a person on a higher spiritual path, for example, an alchemist, the person allows the green lion to eat them in order to be purified, to become spiritually golden. Whoa. Cool. That was cool. So let's think about that for a second. I'm sorry about my shitty reading. I am not a very good orator by any means. Stephen Forex, that's a really good comment. There are all kinds of lion references to Christ. The lion in Narnia is called Aslan, Turkish for Christ, which is why he dies and is brought back to life, etc. That is so cool. Yeah, yes, aqua, Artemisia absinthium said, yes, aqua regia, gold dissolves to a green solution. Yeah, and I've seen people in like alchemy, like Facebook groups for years and years, and sometimes I see people showing, their green lion experiment, and you can see this this green solution that they made. Someone said, what's the green lion? So yeah, sometimes it takes rereading. So if you guys want to help me maybe break this down like we're in an English class in school, and we can go kind of phrase by phrase and kind of see what it's about. Never Cold said, violent, frustrated desires is the story of my life. And Jay said, will this be on the test, Miss Markota? Yes. Okay, sorry, I'm just catching up with what you guys are saying. And let's go back, okay? If you guys can please help me. And let's just like break this down, because it resonates, these words resonate with me when reading them, but you guys have a lot of really good insights. A lot of you guys are just you have great points, like Stephen Forex said about the lion having references to Christ. And this is also what bothers me about people that try to claim that this alchemy stuff and the hermetic stuff that I'm into is satanic, because it's not. A lot of this is actually very, very closely tied with, they talk about the divine light and Christ and all sorts of stuff like that. So you'll see it actually focused more on that kind of energy. And I've never, ever actually read about anything in the dark other than Negretto, which is coming face to face with your demons and a purging and purging of them. Okay, so some people say they have some great points too. So let's, again, just go like phrase by phrase with this, because this stuff, and there's a lot in this form, so we can really go through, but I just don't like speeding through stuff just to get through it when it's actually really important to think about this. So let's see, where was the good part? The lion symbolizes gold or the sun. The green lion swallowing the sun is an alchemical symbol for gold being dissolved in a mixture of nitric and hydraulic acids called aqua regia. Ooh, actually, that reminds me. I do want to show you guys. Let me find this real quick. Just so you can see some of my symbolisms, alchemical symbolisms with Lady Alchemy. Instagram. I haven't done anything with the green line yet, but I have a sketch planned for some costuming stuff, so we'll wait for that. But let me show you. Sometimes I just like to caption things accordingly. It's not necessarily even like directly related costume wise with stuff, but this is a photo shoot I did of myself actually, and I titled it Aqua Regia. So that's fun. Ooh, I don't think that this thing is actually, the screen is correct, because that is making me look wide. I don't look that wide on this really. Hold up, let me see. Let me do transform, stretch to screen. No, that didn't do it. Transform, center to screen. Okay, whatever. Yeah, so I like to caption things or use costuming that relates to alchemy. So there's all those little fun little tidbits of alchemy in my works. Where were we? Okay, we were back here. So, okay guys, let's get into this. It says, in alchemy, the green lion eats the sun. That's right, green lion devouring the sun. Ooh. Let me see who this is. Why is it giving... What does that mean? I don't even know what that was. Thank you, Stephen4X. I don't know what that was. And I don't know why it has that image. That's not supposed to be the right images for things. But cool. Okay, it says, in alchemy, the green lion eats the sun. On a chemical level, this is a metaphor for when a green liquid, sulfate, called vitriol, purifies matter, leaving behind the gold within the matter. Gonna be honest, I'm not very informed about the chemical experiments on this stuff. I have seen people making some sort of substance that has green in it, and I don't know, but I have a feeling this is also written in weird symbolisms as well, because when I think the leaving behind the gold within the matter, I think is leaving behind like the important aspects, like the gold, like the stuff that is important in the matter, instead of just like dead fibrous stuff, like the actual essence in it. But usually that's called like salt or something. I forget. No, the spirit. Yeah, the spirit. I think maybe gold and spirit, maybe what they're talking about. And like I've said before on an alchemy stream, the term spirit, like alcohol spirits, comes from alchemists, because they would take, I think the matter might be like salt or something. Shit, let me look it up. But there's like 3 terms, and spirit is like the essence, which I think that they're using as the word for gold in this. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I am taking it as. So when they were making elixirs, you would use an alcohol base, because alcohol will extract the spirit from the herb, the medicinal property of the herb. So when you just let it sit for like 7 days and 7 nights in an alcohol solution, it becomes an elixir and it's extracted. Then you get rid of the matter, the debt, you know, the salt or the matter or the useless stuff, which is what to me I'm taking from this, unless someone has a better concept of the oh my god, this thing keeps going off. Unless it's been unless you guys have a better explanation for maybe like the chemistry aspect of this. But yeah, it's something simple for being. Where were we? Oh yeah, vitriol. Very pure vitriol is an acid that eats through practically anything except gold. Okay. I'm just trying to think about exactly how this is. So in alchemy, the green lion eats the sun. On a chemical level, this is a metaphor for when a green liquid sulfate called vitriol purifies matter, leaving behind the gold within the matter. Very pure vitriol is an acid that eats through practically anything except gold. On a human level, this is what I always like. I love like inner alchemy stuff. On a human level, the green lion eating the sun is a metaphor for when a person's consciousness is overwhelmed by violent, frustrated desires. Fabricus. In other words, inside a person, when the metaphor of the green lion eating the sun takes place, the person is compelled to act out destructively. In contrast, when the green lion eats the sun in a person on a higher spiritual path, for example, an alchemist, the person allows the green lion to eat them in order to be purified, to become spiritually golden. Okay, so that's interesting. So basically they're saying that when a green lion devours the sun, in like as a person, as a human, most people are being driven by their impulses and allowing themselves to be compelled to act out destructively. But if you were on like a spiritual path and you were like an elevated person on a higher path, then eating the sun, the green lion devouring the sun, means you're allowing the green lion to eat yourself in order to be purified and become spiritually golden. Interesting. I like chlorophyll better. I say eat your veggies. Let me see what you guys are saying, if you guys have any input, because I'm not saying I know it all. Let me see. Oh, okay. You want the text to what I'm reading. Sorry about that. Here, let me share it with you guys. You said it's hard to read. My bad. Here, I'm putting it in the chat, and I'll put it in the description as well. Okay. Oh. Okay, yeah, Artemisia absinthium said, sulfuric acid, oil of vitriol, eats the junk and leaves the gold. Yeah, you need aqua regia to dissolve gold. Ooh, cool. Kitty? No. No. Okay, come here. You wanna come or go? Plant lives matter. Okay, I don't think you guys have really any additional things to say about this. We can continue. I sent you guys the text. All right now I'm here. The green lion is that philosophical Mercury so often spoken of in its first beginning, or flourishing, easily avoiding the fire, because it is not fixed. But being fixed, it desires it and expects it and rejoiceth in it. Okay? It is of a cold and airy nature. Yeah. It is of a cold and airy nature, and out of it, as it is in the Rosary, God created all minds. You see, they're always talking about God or Jesus. They were talking about the Rosary and God. So, all these people that act like it's satanic, I mean, just when are they going to get to the satanic part? Because this is all I see. Let it not therefore seem strange to anyone, because it reduceth into and doth radically dissolve all metals into their first matter. When as out of him are all things, and when whose bosom are all the planets, they lie hid and are contained. Seeing therefore that some of them affecteth a sublime work to him, and is a profitable spirit, and there is no thing in the world beside him, neither is there that many stand in his place, and is only profusive in the body that wants him, hence Rosary. There we go. See, they're talking about it. They're saying God created all minds. Let it not therefore seem strange to anyone, because it reduceth into doth radically dissolve all metals into the first matter, as when as out of him are all things, and in those bosoms are all the planets. They lie hid and are contained. Seeing therefore that some of them affecteth a sublime work to him, and is a profitable spirit, and there is no thing in the world beside him, neither is there that any stand in his place, and is only profusive in the body that wants him, hence Rosary. I mean, come on, can you get any this? It sounds like church. Like, in him there is, what are they saying, like in church, in mass, they have like, with him, in him, you know, like he is like everything, he is all things, like that. It is just like a mass thing that they're talking about. So hold on, let me just check on you guys. Oh, bye, Sandra. Okay, let me get back to it. You guys are talking about bears. Okay. This is like some old English shit, so sorry if you guys can't keep up with this, but the ancient and wise philosophers have engendered? But the ancient and wise philosophers have engendered the manner of wit, which is knowing, until it be little done that he might expect the fire. Okay, we're going to get into some weird shit here, you guys. Oh, God. It doth not cease to go above the reluctancy of the fire, and nourished with it, so that when any fixation is fastened unto him, there proceeds wonderful things and changes, because when he is changed, he changeth, and his entrance appears in his soul and splendor. When therefore it is colored, it coloreth. When it is loosed, it looseth, and it doth make itself white in the twinkling of an eye, and it becomes red in succession, and it is a congregation, and it is a congregating water, milk, and strong urine, softening oil, and the father of all wonderful things. It is smoke and a cloud, and the fugitive servant accidental Mercury eating the sun, who hath preferred himself before God and hath overcome, for it is generated, risen, and produced out of him. Holy moly. All I have to say is holy moly. I know it's sometimes you just go through that stuff and it's like none of it makes sense, but that's why you do the read, reread, read, study, think about it, and soon you will discover it, because reading that for the first time, you're like, what? Water, milk, strong urine, oil? What are they talking about? But they are talking back then a lot of times in symbols, because alchemy was not allowed and shit, so things represented one thing. Some old English shit, Martina Markota. What, kitty? What do you want? Kitty? You want to sit with me? Come here. What? You want attention? Am I talking too much for you? Sorry. Am I too loud? Oh, you're stuck on me. Kitty, you're stuck. Okay. Yeah, thank you, Conservative UK. That's it. Through him, with him, and in him, the unity of the Holy Spirit, all honor and glory is yours, Almighty Father, forever and ever. Amen. Yeah, exactly. That's what it sounds like to me, and I think that that's actually where that kind of stuff comes from. Next science fair project. All right. Well, we'll just keep going, I guess. Okay. But lest thou should err, my son, no. So, like, if you should, I don't know, I wouldn't say err, E-R-R. That's Old English for, like, if you should. Let me just, like, look it up real quick. But it's like something like wrong. If you do something wrong, or if you err. So I'm going to do E-R-R, Old English. That's what I take out of it. Mistake, yeah. Wander astray, err, mistake. Cool, cool. Katie, can you please not do that? She, like, digs in the carpet. So it says, but lest thou should err, my son, know that those which understood of Mercury in the body of philosophical Saturn and Medeline to be true. Moreover, the line is said to be green in the threefold aspect. Kitty, can you not? Kitty, stop doing that to the rug. No. Jesus, this cat. I swear to God. She doesn't really scratch on anything except the rug. First, okay, so it says to be true. Moreover, the lion is said to be green in the threefold aspect. First, in respect of his attractive power, for here the central sun is like to the celestial sun and make the world flourishing and green. Secondly, it is called the green line because as yet the gold is incomplete nor fixed in any body, and therefore it is called living gold. Thirdly, it is called a lion by reason of its very great strength, referencing being had to the animal lion, for as all beasts obey the lion, so all metallic bodies do give place to this living gold. Whew. Okay. Okay. So, then someone says, journey to the center of the mind, rectify, and there you shall find the hidden stone, which is the true medicine. What you seek is right in front of your eyes. Wait, is it in front of your eyes or behind your eyes? Journey to the center of the mind, in your mind. It is tough to figure out where this thread belongs because it has both a physical laboratory meaning and a philosophical, psychological, internal meaning. Yeah, that's like with most of alchemy. Like I said, there's both an inner and outer work, so they have a lot of physical, chemical aspects that can also be related to the philosophical aspect corresponding thing. There is a well before the great white throne that is choked up with rubbish from the ages, rubble and clay and sediment and stone, delight of lizards and despair of sages. Only the lightning from his hand that sits and shall sit when the uprising tyranny falls can purge that wilderness of wills and wits. Let spring that fountain in eternal halls. Okay. Don't know what green line has anything to do with here. Yeah, so this person broke down. This is what I wanted to get into a little bit. Is breaking down that other thing that someone originally started with, like that on our human level. It's, about being overwhelmed by violent, frustrating desires, and on a second point, he must also develop in himself a will of destruction, even a will of annihilation. It may be that this shall be discovered at an immeasurable distance from his physical body. Nevertheless, this must reach, with this must he identify himself even to the loss of himself. This is that great position. Ha ha ha. But before Amrita were recovered, that's not ha ha ha, that's hala hala? I don't know. The most vicious and venomous poison of universe was produced, which startled, killing both sides. Even when we take the purely psychological, spiritual route, if this is not dealt with swiftly, one's health will rapidly deteriorate, and it can lead to one's death. What is mirrored in one's mind is thus mirrored in one's body. Often I believe the individual dies of malnutrition in this case, regardless of whether or not you're eating. Food only partially sustains one's body. There's something else that empowers us, and without that connection, you will die. It's sort of like extreme sleep deprivation. One loses his or her connection to the sustaining force and becomes completely enveloped in darkness. This is the curse that those that undertake this path must face. If one seeks immortality, one will find death and illness. If one seeks riches, one will find poverty and coal. If one seeks fame and acceptance, one will find banishment. This is the law of opposites and the law of polarity. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. The harder one seeks after these things, the more energy one puts forth doing so will only be mirrored in the opposite outcome. That's what I'm talking about. These are the kinds of discussions that I wanted to dig into, because I know that these texts are crazy and bizarre, and I'm doing horribly reading Old English. But like the people in this thread, in this forum, like, we're able to break things down and kind of see things in these texts and gain some insight, which I think is extremely valuable and awesome. So, I mean, I'm just trying to read through what other people kind of have said and broken down, and my interpretation of the green line, like I said, from my research, don't know what the source is now, it's been a decade, but had something to do with the chlorophyll, and that just gave me a huge insight about eating vegetables and what it is. It's literally devouring the sun, and the health benefits of that are fantastic. So let me see what you guys are saying. I haven't seen the movie As Above, So Below, but I'm familiar with it. I've seen the trailers and stuff like that. The Saint Spirit cooking slowly puts away blood and semen. Yeah, Jay, I think I swear to God, like, if I start talking loudly or aggressively or emotionally or fight or do anything, it's like my cat will get up in my face and start meowing, and like, she's disturbed. So I think maybe she was just like, why are you talking so much, and starts meowing, and it's being weird. Right, Artemisia absinthium totally gets it. I think she said when these guys were experimenting with early chemistry, they had no idea how to describe it, so they described it in religious terms. That's exactly right. I mean, it was also that they had to keep it in hiding because it was considered like heresy and stuff like that. I think at one point alchemy was like you could go to jail for it or something. I don't know, but it was just super secret. There's also people they called puffers, which if you're like a punk or something, you'd say poser, or in our internet political sphere you'd call a LARPer. So they were trying to keep LARPers and puffers and also keep their tradition alive in secret from the government or what have yous. So chemistry didn't exist. Science didn't exist. Those words, and alchemy, chemistry, alchemy, that's where the word chemistry comes from. Alchemy, like I said in my first alchemy stream, is alchemia, the land of Chem, black earth in ancient Egypt by the Delta River, and the rich black soil there that was rich, and all that. That's where it comes from. But yeah, they didn't have scientific terms or anything, so they definitely used it the way that they could for multiple reasons. Let me see. Alchemical LARPers, that's right. Yeah, exactly, Stephen 4X. This is the same of much of history. Imagine a lost tribe trying to describe a helicopter or modern technology. I always like the quite about technology and magic. Yeah. If you seek poverty, you'll see riches. Well, shit, I've been doing it wrong, huh? Those who seek fame will find banishment. That one is accurate, too. Well, we'll see. I mean, we have a lot of people that haven't received their fair share of that that opposites yet. People have, I don't know, it's a terrible, terrible world. I feel like there's a lot of the opposites happening. But we'll see where people end up in the end. All right, let me go back to this. Let's see what's going on here. Again, if you guys want to follow the text, let me link it again. There you go. Yeah, that's exactly right, Stephen 4X. Any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. And that's exactly true. I mean, think about someone from the past that has no understanding of technology at all, and them seeing, how a cell phone works or Skype works or anything. They would think that it is magic and completely mystical, weird powers, because they have no understanding of how to describe it and how it functions and why it works. So, Artemisia Absinthium said, yeah, the magic thing is interesting. People with great command of an art look like magicians to the unskilled. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Is the eunuch. Someone from the 1300s would assume GPS, Wikipedia, and all the features of a smartphone would be sorcery. George Washington had a Twitter. Woo, boy. Your name, he gave $2 Canadian. Your Manrik Gudum said, is Jesus Christ the most high God? I mean, I'm trying to understand your question. No, I mean, God is God, but he's the Son of God, so he's like God in a human form, but it's like, I don't know. I mean, I was taught that it's like, the trifecta, the three, what is it called? The Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. It's like H2O, it's like water, ice, and steam. So it's like, it's still H2O, but in a different form. So Yeah. The Holy Trinity. That's what it is. What does a fake Christian mean? I don't... Trinity denier? I don't understand what fake Christian means because I forgot the word for Holy Trinity. Okay, sure. You do you. Anyway. Yeah, so it's like H2O. It's the ice, water, and steam is still H2O. Jesus is God. I literally just said that. Did I not just say that it's like God in a human form? But like, that is also a limiting form of God's spirit, because real, true, like God himself is unknowable and unsayable. Like, it is something that we can't even comprehend. Again, I've talked about this in a previous stream about the flatlands. I keep like repeating myself here with you guys. So, you know, like the flat earth, like what is it called? Flatlands or something? Where there's like a 2D world and there's like a square guy and a circle guy and like an apple goes through and is the square guy was like, what the fuck was that? And goes to the circle one, was like, dude, I just saw this thing. And he was trying to explain it to the other guy, and he was like, well, where did it come from? And he said, up. Now, how does one describe or can comprehend the concept of up when all you know is two dimensions, like left and right, like flat? So that is what like God is. It's the unknowable, unsayable, like completely another dimension that we cannot understand and comprehend. So that is what the ultimate like God concept is, like the Holy Spirit is, or whatever, like God. But Jesus is like God in 2D form, or 3D form for us, that we can comprehend, that we can understand. So that's the difference for me. You know, like Jesus is awesome and stuff, and he's like the Son of God. He is God in a different way, the Holy Trinity. So it's like, I don't know, he'd be like water, right? I think he's represented by water. But it is like H2O itself is not really something that we can understand in this like reality. You know what I mean? Artemisia absinthium, donation for cat food or aqua regia. Thank you. And, you know, just to be clear here, ooh.
Donation for cat food or aqua regia.
Regia. I like that it said Regia. Also, this is an alchemy stream, so I don't really understand. I've said many times in every stream that I do not go to church, and unless it's a church that I like and I really found the right preacher, priest, whatever you want to call him. And I'm not fond of the Pope. I think he's a total cuck. So I'm like, I don't understand the people that are like fake Christian. I mean, this is not like a Christian like streaming session. This is an alchemy streaming session. I don't even go to church, so I don't know like what you're trying to say, because this is not a Christian stream right now. So have fun with that. Each dimension orthogonal to every other one. Yeah. Oh my god, have you seen like the depiction? Tread Cruz. Not gonna lie. Well, he's not Catholic or either. What is he? What is that pastor? He's like something. I think he calls Catholics like devil worshippers too. Like he's like totally against Catholicism and Trump and stuff. He thinks we're like the devil, but I do think that he's pretty based. Baptist. Yeah, what even is Baptist? I don't even know what that is. And you know, like I said, this isn't a Christian stream, so I don't really understand your point. But another thing is, I was raised Roman Catholic, went to a Roman Catholic church, and my mother is super Catholic, and that is the tradition that I know of. So, I mean, like, I'm not Jewish. I've never been to a Baptist church. I've been baptized. I've had my, like, confirmation and stuff like that. So, my tradition is Catholic, but you know, some would say that I'm a heretic because of the alchemy. But I consider myself like a Gnostic Catholic. So that is my tradition by like the way that I was raised. That is what I know. That is the only kind of form.
Do you think you'll ever do an alchemy stream from a location directly connected to the subject matter, such as a museum or cathedral?
That's a really good question. Fox Mulder, you know what? You are so fantastic. And please, contact me or Jack, because we've been talking about you. I talked about you before my stream, and we just want to find a way to say thank you somehow, or just like be in touch with you, because we're just like super thankful for your constant support. You've been really, really, really sweet. If you're in my Discord, send me a private message, or if you want to join the Discord, just message Jay. And please just contact us. My email is in the description, because I want to be able to thank you somehow and just really tell you how much your support really means to us. It's been really, really nice. You should check out Manchester Cathedral. They do concerts there also. Are amazing. Cool. Let me screen cap that. But yeah, to answer your question, doing a... Ooh. Wait, hold on. Did my stream just die? Okay. Alright, sorry, I thought I just died here. To answer your question, that would be really cool. The one time I tried streaming in London, when there was like some protests and Trump came to London, I cannot, like, I couldn't stream, and it really pissed me off because it kept shutting out, and I wasn't able to stream live on location. So it really depends on like the stream health and what kind of like power, is that the right word? Power I can get, what kind of horsepower I can get behind the stream. But I would love to. That sounds really cool. I would try to find the right location. I mean, I am in the UK, so it would be really cool maybe to find something Isaac Newton related. Let me see where he's from. Where was he from? Isaac Newton, UK. What do I even look up? Damn it, he died in London. I just moved away from London. He's buried in Westminster Abbey. Really? In London? Damn it. Where is he from? He was born in Woolsthorpe Manor House? Where's that? Lincolnshire? That's seriously a real name. It's so weird the way you guys like name shit. Is that where he's from? Lincolnshire. Did not know Lincoln was like a British name. Woolsthorpe. Where is that? Hold up. Yeah, I don't know. If I could find some cool place, maybe like Isaac Newton, or yeah, Stephen Forrest said something about Manchester Cathedral or something. Oh, and someone asked, JJ asked, I've heard that archangels are in alchemy. How so? Yeah, well, I mean, what is going on here? Hold on. So, in like one of the basic rituals that one does, and again, people freak out over like, oh my god, ritual. But these are some LARPing Christians because they don't. I don't know if they're familiar, but I'm familiar with Mass being called ritual Mass. It's literally a ritual, and so just like a Mass is a ritual, one of the basic. It's called the LBR ritual, the Lesser Banishing Ritual Pentagram, and that is something that I've also talked about in a previous stream before, but...
Was alchemy taught in the mystery schools like sacred geometry?
Yeah, alchemy was one of the principal subjects of the mystery schools. Hell yeah. Along with geometry. Sacred geometry. But yeah, the archangels are, the LBR ritual, the Lesser Banishing Ritual of the Pentagram, is a basic kind of ritual spell that you do to kind of cleanse the area and prepare yourself for like additional things. It's also just a really good like meditative thing to do, like prayer to do. And you call upon God and like all around you in the four corners and kind of make this like visualize this like dome, because they say alchemy is or magic is a women's work and child's play, because women's work is like ritualistic and you do the same thing like every day you're cooking something, every day you're cleaning something, like it's just every day something, and child's play because you have to use your imagination. And so you imagine like you in this like hemisphere, this like dome has hemisphere of God, and you call them to you, and then you find the like divine light, and you do the sign of the cross, which is the sign of the cross is a human, it's like that, and you pull it through you, and you do the like sign of the cross, but you do Ata Malkut Vegabura Vegadula Liolam Amen, which is Hebrew, which is what like it's an ancient language. It's what Jesus spoke. It's the language of God and stuff like that. It's like Ata. I forget what Ata means. Like, it's not crown, because it starts with a K. It's Kether. Kether is crown. Ata. Malkut is like the root chakra, which means kingdom. So it's like, from like up here, down here. Vegabura, Liolam. It's like the good. Oh, fuck, what is it? Let me translate this real quick. Ata. Malkuth. Vegabura. I don't even know if I'm saying this stuff right, because I don't know Hebrew. I just read these things and learn the translation. Ata Hebrew meaning. Ate? I don't even know if I'm saying it right. Thou art. Okay, so it means thou art the kingdom, the glory, something church related. Yeah, Malkuth is kingdom. So thou art. Oop. Kingdom, yeah. Vigabura, I think is Vigadula? Vigabura, I think is the glory. Something about the glory. Ooh, it's a pronunciation. I should learn how to pronounce these things now. Meaning. Vigura. It's the 5th Sephiroth. Here, let me share it with you guys. Sits below Banach, Chesed, Had. What is it? What does it mean? I think it's like... Yeah, this is the Kabbalistic cross. Oh, here we go. Thou art the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen. Or I say amen. I don't know. That's how we say it in Croatia. Yeah, there we go. So, again, none of this is satanic. This is pretty church-like. And you do the sign of the cross with that. Amen. And you bring God's divine light into you and you call him upon. And then you go to each 4 corners, start in the east, south, west, north. And you call upon the archangels. So there's like Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, and I never know how to say his name either. Uriel? It's like Uriel? Uriel. I think it's Uriel. And they each have their associated like properties, like Michael's like got the sword and he's like the warrior fighter. He's there to protect you, and he's like the element of fire. And then it's like all the different associations. So the 4 corners have like so many associations. They're one of the elements. They're one of the north, south, east, west. They have color associations. They have the zodiac associations or astrological associations and like all this stuff. And so they're kind of like your guides and your like spiritual the archangels there to protect you as you proceed to the other spells and stuff, because you need protectors with you. I like your memes. Cool, thanks. Oh my god, Jay. Sounds like a Final Fantasy summon. Yeah, it probably is, honestly. It probably is. Oh, sweet. We got a new subscriber. Awesome, awesome. Thanks for joining. I do art streams and alchemy streams. It's the Lord's Prayer. Yeah, that's right. Kether to Malkut is like the Jewish Kabbalah way of saying Alpha to Omega. Yeah, I would. But it's not Kether. Yeah, the Kabbalistic cross. Oh, hey, we got Trumpler in the house. What's up? Jay can hear the floorboards creaking. Yeah, see, that's why I'm in the shithole of the house. This is why you see what you see. Like, oh, God. Yes, the eunuch said, it's been a long time since I studied this stuff, but I love metaphysics and the history of religion / mythology. Yeah, exactly. It's been a while for me, too. But, it's nice to get back into this stuff, and I'm hoping that you guys like this stuff as well. Yeah, it's an old rundown castle, that's right. Let me see. Let's get back into this a little bit. Yeah, this person that was confused about whether it should be like where this forum goes, because it's both physical, laboratory, and philosophical stuff. And so that was my first concern when I joined the forum. There's no hermetic alchemy or philosophical alchemy section. After all, from a traditional standpoint, alchemy has always primarily been a hermetic and philosophical art. I suppose the sacred art comes close, although the subcategories don't seem too related. See, again, this is like the, opposite of satanic stuff that we talk about in alchemy. They said, yeah, at first when I posted this, I wanted to consider this form a practical laboratory standpoint, but I decided to go another route with it after pondering a pure mind, a pure body, a pure soul, a pure spirit, and an impure mind, an impure body, an impure soul, an impure spirit. The light burns the impure, and if one is completely impure, one will burnt away completely. Heart must be light as a feather. Corazon is... Corazon? I don't know what that is. Corazon is the embodiment of one's negative karma. It is possible to enter the temple of God. It is not possible to enter the temple of God if one's robe has not been first washed/purified with the blood of the Lamb. I have ventured to call the Green Lion of Ripley the key of the great work, because his expositor has as good as called it so. Learn then, says he, to know this Green Lion and its preparation, which is all in all the art. It's the only knot, untie it, and you are as good as master. For whenever then remains it but to know the outward regimen of the fire forward to help on nature's internal work. Oh, I hate reading Old English. It's so fucking weird, but if you guys follow along to that link, it's right there. But yeah, they're saying it's the only knot, and untie it, and you're as good as the master. I cannot, I have to, practice this Old English before I start reading it out loud to you guys. It's so weird to read. Philithes is a favorite of mine. Vitriol also refers to the crystalline matrix, vessel, and the womb. Antimony regulus. This is where we get into the spirit of magnesia. Also, the spirit mundi itself refers to the spirit of antimony, since antimony was given the symbol of earth. Mundi equals earth/world. It's a lot of just really strange language that you have to just decipher, and there's multiple meanings and stuff. Oh God, okay, there's a little bit more Old English, but I kind of want a short inquiry concerning the Hermetic art. And now let us try whether or how far it is possible to reconcile these contradictions concerning the Green Lion. The Kabbalist, much admired by me, says, is that the Kabbalist? I don't know. The matter is actually green, both before 'tis dissolved and afterwards also. This doth not deny, but confirm that 'tis spoke of and considered in divers states, and then it may not be absurd to suppose that it may be and is described by one in one state and degree of perfection, and by others in another. By one in its impurity, by another in its passage from hence to its purity. For Ripley says 'tis unclean, and by a third when 'tis purified. For as masters, when more or less pure or mature, are of a different texture, so they are also differ in color. And 'tis in this sense I make no doubt the philosophers are to be understood not only with relation to the subject, but 'tis not therefore every matter which is foul or green, as vitriol, which Ripley says fools take to be their Green Lion. That's interesting. So sometimes people get tricked and think that. Sometimes people think, fools think that it's the Green Lion, but it's not. That entitles it to this wonderful name, but no, it must have all the other virtues and powers in it that are assigned to philosophers, which things lies very obscure and seemingly base, but it is, in its purity and exalted virtue, their subject of wonders to produce, which this fond Minera, they tell us, must be dissolved and extracted, purified in a pure homogeneal water, which is its own blood, as white as milk, which name some have rather imposed. This leprous body, Sandivo and others have called Saturn, and Saturn's child, and what some have called flood and milk, he calls urine. Yeah, it's just strange. Strange. I'm very attached to both, oh god, I never know how to say these people's names either. This guy, the Flades and Sendividus. There's an excellent book, The Alchemical Works, of this guy's stuff, compiled in 1994, that provides a different and very good translation of all his works. That's cool. I'm going to look into that. See, this is why I love these are the freaking nerds that I love. This is like nerding out the way that I like it. Cool. Ooh, cool. Love the lithograph on the front. That's dope. Alright, let me see where we are at. Aww. You said, oh, excuse me, kitty. Did I bother you again? Sorry. You said, I'm glad I found your channel, Martina. Your streams are perfect material while I work on my own writing/research. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. I'm sorry my old English reading is absolutely terrible. Next time I will try to prepare ahead of time and like actually read the things that I want to read out loud to you guys, because I'm just reading it for the first time as I talk to you. But I think maybe another time I will actually go through some, I don't know, I like to go through some of the old text, but like as you see the Old English is extremely crazy to read. It's hard to read, so it's hard to understand me trying to read it to you guys. And then at the same time, it requires interpretation. So that's why those forums and stuff like that are really good, unless you guys can start adding your own interpretations to things, because it's nice to hear the Old English, because you can make sense of it in your head and like in your heart of like what it's trying to say. But then when you have someone kind of interpreting it and giving kind of different perspectives on things, it's always really insightful and it's cool. My accent. What accent do I have? Are you British or something? Yeah, Artemisia. I learned chemistry from Georgian and early Victorian books, and some of these terms and actual alchemical element symbols were still in textbooks. Yeah, I bet they were, because that's where it all started. And I don't know, they started changing things a bit, but you'll notice a lot when you study chemistry, the similarities. Jersey, New York core. Ooh.
I'm poor but want to support you. I have music backing tracks, beats in the meantime, if you want any.
Hell.
Okay, great stream.
Oh, thank you. That really, really means a lot. Oh, that's so awesome. Yeah, I'm poor too, so I try to help as much as I can. And, you know, you not having much to give, and giving is like soup. Like, it's very, very, like, it touches me. So thank you for that. Where was that comment? Oh, I think probably Streamlabs. Let me check. Where's Streamlabs? I have music backing tracks, beats in the meantime, if you want any. Oh, yes, please. I want to not only use the music for a few things, as you see in my intros and in the commercials and stuff. I use a friend of mine's music, and so original content is always great to use. But I can also put it on Metacog TV, so I'm working on doing this thing. Stupid fucking... I showed you guys this before, too. It's telling me that my mouse battery is low. And come on, Apple. You couldn't design something better? So I can't use my mouse because I have to plug in the mouse. And it makes it impossible to use when you have it plugged in. So it's really fucking annoying. But yeah, so... I could always feature your stuff and give me your promotions. My email is in the description below, martinamarkota@gmail.com. And so I would love to, put you out there, promote you, have your music out there. And also, if it's just backings and tracks and stuff that maybe I can use, I would love to try to create something with it and make some music. So, yeah, I really, really would love to hear some of that. So yeah, send it to me, please. Thank you. You guys are laughing at this Apple mouse. Martina's talking all nice, and then all of a sudden, God, this stupid fucking mouse. Did I say fuck? God, I don't even notice when I swear. My mom would hate this. Ingenious design. No, I mean your baseline American accent. The way you speak reminds me of the people I've spent most of my good years with. I'm also American. Oh, sweet, sweet, cool. Yeah, New York quote. She has no New York accent. Yeah, Jay, I don't sound like that. Yeah, I like Apple shit too, Trumpler. And he says, I love Apple shit, but the mouse is shite, to be honest. It really is, like, this stupid fucking mouse. Like, I wanted to use the mouse, so I had to unplug it, and it tells me it's slow. I'm like, like, why couldn't they just put the mouse, like, here, like a normal mouse, or, like, here, and then I can just use the mouse as a mouse, but, like, here, I don't know. I don't get why they did that. Apple is the Amway of tech. All right, yeah, so like I said, I might end the stream in a bit unless you guys just want to chat or whatever, but I don't know. Let me look up some more shit on the Green Lion real quick. Let me see. Green Lion Alchemy. Because I have seen some other interpretations of stuff. Green Lion devouring the sun. Oh, come on. Where is it? Green Lion.
Come home, America needs you.
Yeah, I'll be home soon, I promise. I'll be home soon. A few more months. And I'm gonna need to buy a ticket, so I'll do a ticket stream. Maybe we can fund me getting back home. Thank you for the $10. That totally helps. I gotta start putting away for coming home to America.
I'm switching over to my Mets game. Have a good evening, Martina. Victory hand.
Victory hand? Let me see. I'm switching over to my Mets game. Have a good evening. Oh, victory hand. That's I guess the peace sign? Okay. Damn, this Mets game. Okay. Sounds good. Let me see. Let me go back to the Green Lion here. Okay. there's some text of our Mercury, which is the green line devouring the sun. There's also the text, I am the true green and golden lion without cares. In me, all the secrets of the philosophers are hidden, associated with the picture. Now, this text is often taken as being one about spiritual alchemy. The problem with that is that the general approach, especially with regards to claims by Jung and other esotericists, has been discredited as regarding the actual position of alchemy in Europe in the 16th century and earlier, which leaves us to an interesting question: how can the green lion eat gold? And one obvious assumption that the text maps onto physical operations. I should point out straight away that a lot of medieval alchemy is simply the oh shit, I'm just reading to you without showing you. Oh my god, I'm sorry guys. Oh, I'm such an idiot. So if the green line is a mercury compound, then it can surely consume gold. If it is sulfuric acid, it cannot, but what it could do is react with other metals present and form strange compounds. And if the sun referred to is not specifically gold but sulfur or such like, then you can still get some odd reactions taking place. Yeah, so they're just saying the same thing. Green line in 9th century recipes attributed.
I'm poor too, but I can spare a couple shekels for you.
Thank you. That really means a lot, guys. I'm poor too. So your shekels mean a lot to me. Yeah, recipes attributed in 9th century, green vitriol to produce an acidic water. Or sulfuric acid. By 15th century in England, the green lion is, according to George Ripley, not actually vitriol, although fools think it is. Huh. See, this is some good stuff. Ooh, I love the alchemy website. This is a good one. I'll give you guys the source as well. Let me just switch over so I can send it to you. I do my best to use Streamlabs for creators I like because it gets them a higher percentage than Super Chats. Just FYI for all donators. Oh, thank you for that. I didn't realize. Sweet. Stephen Fork said, interesting all this talk of acid. We use milk of magnesia to treat heartburn. Acid.
I knew it.
What?
I fucking knew it.
What happened?
I'm boiling coffee and I forgot about it.
How does one burn
I've
coffee
just
to the
boiled-
point
I've
where the alarm
boiled
goes off?
coffee till it didn't exist.
How does one make the fire alarm go off making coffee? I smelled the coffee. I was wondering what was going on.
I realised I'd forgotten about it and I thought, I know this is going to be right, and then the alarm went off. I know this.
Everyone's laughing. English cuisine.
Oh my god. Jesus.
He is a true man.
It doesn't beat the time I blew up a microwave cooking rice. Oh, for fuck's sake. Now I've got to brew more coffee.
I was like, damn, coffee, I want some. Oh my god. How does one make coffee and the fire alarm go off? Ridiculous. God, now it smells burnt. It smelled good before.
Yeah, look. Oh, I might have ruined the pan.
No, that's the good pan. Oh, it's hot.
Yeah,
That's nasty. Just put water in the pan. Let's see if it just goes away. But you know, that's why I don't like the Ooh, yeah, I think that pan's ruined. Just put water in it, see if it's not ruined, but like, that's why.
I think it's ruined.
Fuck.
I'll buy you a new pan.
He ruined a good pan! That's why I don't like the, what is it called? The non-stick stuff, the Teflon. It's actually really bad. It's like poison. We're actually poisoning ourselves right now. If you burn Teflon, it can kill birds. Like, people have killed their birds because of burnt Teflon.
I'm not a bird.
Yeah, I know, but like, it's a human animal. Maybe that's why my kitty was meowing. Kitty, you alright? You alright?
Was like
You gonna die?
Like, was Kitty warning you like Lassie? It's like,
Yeah, she was like meowing.
what's that, Lassie? There's trouble at the barn.
Yeah, Teflon is terrible, dude. I like the cast iron. My mom gets to be cast iron. People are saying it's quite an achievement, Jack.
I'm an extraordinary guy.
Oh, God. Extra dark roast. Not the good man. Oh, God. Cast iron, bruh. Teflon poisoning, man. Oh, man. Now it's like... Ooh, now it's getting to me. But let's go back here. I sent you guys the link to this page. But, yeah. So according to George Ripley, it's not actually vitriol, though fools think it is. But of the green line of fools, this is, we say that from it with the strong fire is drawn aqua fortis, in which the aforesaid philosopher's lion of the mineral stone ought to be elixirated, and assumes its name. Blah, 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 whatever. And I say also things from whence same aqua fortis is drawn is green vitriol and azoth, i.e. vitriol natural, not artificial. Droppings of copper, called also Roman vitriol, Roman god by many of the philosophers. Ooh, got a new subscriber. Thanks, Sean Willis. Glad to have ya. I also do art stream. Ooh, can we open windows? What about the cat?
Well, it's open as much as it can be without the cat.
Well, how about we put the cat in another room and then we open all the windows? Because it's like really bad. Get that out. Yeah, they pretty much everything has like the same thing. To natural alchemists, a green line metaphor describes the process whereby plants use the rays of the sun to facilitate their own growth, a process we call photosynthesis. Oh shit! See, look, someone else said what I said. Yeah. So you're like eating the sun. We use whereby plants use the rays of the sun. So it's kind of like, yeah, okay, that makes sense actually with the photosynthesis. Not only like consuming the chlorophyll is good for you, but it's kind of doing that to us as well. Like we're creating a process through the sun that is like transforming. On a human level, the green line eating the sun is a metaphor for when a person's consciousness is overwhelmed by violent, frustrated desires. In other words, inside a person, with a metaphor of the green. We've already said this. Yeah. I think that's pretty much all there is to say about it because they keep just repeating themselves. But I do want to look up what this word means real quick. I think it's Latin, so I'm going to do Latin. All we've done is open the window? Did you move anything?
No. It's been fine until now, right?
God damn it, yeah. Says it's back. Too much Teflon in the atmosphere clogging the Wi-Fi jack. That's what they said. I don't see it back. Now I'm losing people. Yeah. Oh, we're back. It's not a new stream though, right? It's just still the same stream? Okay. Oh god, it really smells. Oh, yeah, it's back, but now there's only 10 people in here, so. Oh, Ethan's streaming. I should hop on Ethan's stream. I mean, I'm pretty much done here anyway. I just want to look up what Fabricius means. Not seeing a direct translation. I think that's just what they named it. I will give you guys this in the chat and in the description as well. Meow? Is it bothering you too, kitty? Yeah? Come here. Come here, it's okay. Jax, I know, Jack did it. Okay, the stream health is not going well, so I'm just gonna dip out and put my end card on here. So, sorry about it, guys. I just listened to the good tunes. I'm gonna put my end card on, and we'll go through some more alchemy stuff next week. I just wanted to show you guys, Kitty came up on my... I think the stream went down when I was trying to show Kitty. Kitty loves me. She wanted to come visit me.